Hello, welcome back to Minivan Camper Gal. I got a new vehicle. Are you ready to see what I got? So it took me quite a bit of shopping around to decide on something that I could ideally still camp in. Minivans are the best. If you can get a minivan that's reliable, it's the best. It has the most room, they're awesome. But looking around, I think the only minivan that can reasonably say is reliable is the Toyota Sienna, maybe the Honda Odyssey. But new Toyota Siennas were going for $50,000, $54,000, and I just could not spend that much. And I didn't want to go with a used Toyota Sienna with 50,000 miles. That's how many miles my van had on it. So felt like I was trading straight across, but now with a car payment. So I wanted to go with something that I could ideally sleep in, something reliable, something with low miles, as new as possible, that sort of thing. So this is what I decided on. Da-da-da! I got a Hyundai Santa Fe SUV. Forgive me on the color. I don't love the color either, but it's what was available and it was a really great price. It is used 2023 with 9,000 miles on it. I discovered if you're in the market for a new car, late summer is kind of a good time to get 1-year-old vehicles that have been dealer loaners that have like very few miles on them. So, you know, it was kind of a rental, so I don't know what that means, but you can get a really new car with low miles. So there's a tip for you. But the reason I went with the Santa Fe was it had the biggest cubic feet inside and it has pretty good ground clearance. So I went on ChatGPT and I sort of asked it to compare cubic square feet of the cargo areas of various cars and compare ground clearance of various models. And this one kind of came out on top. And the biggest thing is it has a 100,000 mile warranty, or 10 years. So that's pretty great. Let me show you inside. So here's the interior. It's pretty big, pretty roomy. The lower model, the Hyundai Tucson, has about the same storage cargo space, but the biggest difference is the spare tires on the inside. On the Santa Fe, the spare tire is underneath, which leaves all this storage space underneath here and here. So of course, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is where my batteries can go. This was pretty much what sold it for me, was this storage under here. And of course, the seats fold down. And it has the whole split thing. So you can have kind of a 2/3, 1/3 type deal. But plenty of space to lay down, and it's pretty flat, which I liked. So with both seats down, it's pretty spacious. Not like a van, but at least 1 person, 2 people could sleep laying down, which, you know, not all the cars under 30,000 checked that box. So I'm happy about this. I think it's probably the biggest I could go with. They have various trim models. This is the SE version, which is the cheapest model, which basically means that I have an actual key instead of a keyless entry. So I have to like push a button to open the doors instead of just touching the doors. And I have to put the key in the ignition. And the hatch doesn't have an automatic come down button, which was pretty cool because you could like have the hatch stop wherever you wanted. So you could have it like just cracked open or something if you were camping at night. But the price difference was pretty big. And also some of the upgraded models had a sunroof. which the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this would be awesome. I can look at the stars. And then I remembered, oh yeah, my solar panels. So I can't have a moonroof or sunroof. So I was happy with the price I got. I paid about $25,000 for it, which, you know, I could have bought 2 of these for a Sienna. So it's a great price, pretty much brand new. I'll show you the driver's side. It's got a lot of new technology, which is fun. So lots of buttons, screen. It does kind of drive itself on the freeway, which is nice. It stays in the lane and it does adjustable cruise control. So you have to keep your hands on the steering wheel, but I drive on the freeway a lot and I've kind of been surprised at how much energy it saves me to just have the car do all that for me. So that's nice. And there's a ton of safety features, way more than the van had. It alerts you for all sorts of things, which is good. And I think the best thing I've found about this, I took it off-roading on a pretty rough road, and it did great. The extra couple, I think it's got 3 or 4 more inches than the van did. Oh my gosh, it makes such a difference. It got up hills that the van got up fine, but I had to kind of make sure I was going fast enough in the van. This spun the tires 1 or 2 times, but totally got up the hills fine. I was really, really happy with how it did off-roading. It has a shorter wheelbase, so it just feels more put together when you're driving over big rocks and bumps and stuff. And it doesn't feel rough. You know, some trucks really feel rough on a road. This doesn't feel rough. It just feels really put together and really solid. So I'm kind of excited to see where I might be able to go in this that I couldn't in the van. So that's about it. This is my new ride. I have some ideas of what I want to do with it. If you're in the market for a low-cost camping van, maybe check out the Santa Fe, Hyundai Santa Fe. And stay tuned to see how I can transform this into a comfortable travel rig. All right, thank you guys for all your wonderful comments. Made me feel so nice. And thanks to everybody who's been following along and sad for me with the van. It means a lot. I haven't been posting a lot in this last year, but I appreciate everybody who's stuck with me. So stay tuned. I have a lot of ideas that I'm starting to get excited about. Starting to think that, okay, I think this could be good. I think I can make this maybe better than the van. I don't know. That's a hard thing to imagine, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make this as comfortable and fun as I possibly can. So with that said, I'll see you on the next one.